Yo.
What's up? Y'all know what it is. Regular Reg in the building.
Talk your shit. What's going on?
Man, how's your day going, man? How's it going?
My day's great, man. It's been a busy but good week.
Okay.
I can't complain too much.
I'm happy. Schools have shut down. Come tomorrow. COVID.
COVID is coming back.
Well, I mean, you see, this is the problem, man. It's bittersweet because I'm happy I'm not gonna have to go in. I could go remote, but I'm also not happy because that means that those numbers are going up and everything else gonna shut down too.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, New York. Hopefully, we get our shit straight.
Well, you gotta understand, we not gonna get our shit straight before come January because we still got Trump. So until we have another president saying put your mask on, because you could pass a law or a rule making everybody have to do it.
I don't think Trump's I don't think New Yorkers kind of operate because of what we went through in March. I think we move a little bit different.
No, we definitely move better than most other states. But my question is, then how are the cases going up? Is it just?
I mean, people got lax. The season is changing.
I was gonna say there must be
all
people.
The traveling
that
did occur. Everybody coming back from Tulum. Come on, man.
First of all, it's Tulum. Thank you very much.
It's either or, nigga. Hold the fuck up. When the hell did you meet Mr. Mexico to figure out how to pronounce it?
Listen, man, I had a good weekend. You feel me? You know what I mean? I had to take a quick trip. You know. Nah, man.
Niggas gotta chill out with this. I'm like you said, this dude. I can't wait for him to leave, just because, the dumbass arguments people be having over this thing. Yes, they all want to control our lives, people. That's what they want to do.
Yes.
And if they didn't want to do that, they all want to kill us too. Shut the fuck up, man.
At some point, you gotta realize, the government isn't here to murder you only.
They want to control you.
It's okay.
I haven't been controlled yet.
I don't feel too controlled.
Either.
I don't know about you.
Actually, there's a portion of my life I kind of like during this time. I'm not going to lie. There's a part of me that has grown a lot, and I've learned a lot. And I'm I don't know if I would have been this focused if COVID wasn't here.
Bro, there's a part of me that's grown in the sense that I had to look at myself because I couldn't distract myself with going out. I feel like a lot of my life, I distracted myself by going, you never been a big go-outy person like that?
You actually going.
No. No, we went out, but we all went out. But of all of us, you went out less. I don't feel like when you missed a party, you felt it. I feel like you was just all right, I missed that party.
Going out to a party, that don't mean I ain't going out.
Okay, all right. When I mean go out, I mean go out and turn up. I used to turn up as an excuse to tire myself out and not think of things. So I would go out and turn up 3 different mixes. You know what I mean? The way we used to do it.
I don't have too much FOMO. Anything that happens, whatever.
Yeah, nah. See, my thing was, I remember when I used to miss a party. I used to feel damn. I wonder if she showed up. I wonder if he's doing it. Damn, they probably bought bottles. Damn.
I always felt like they was gonna be at the next one.
See, you were smarter than me. You were smarter than me.
That's how the shit goes, man.
Exactly. And this is how you got to 32 with no kids, my nigga. You was smarter than me, dog.
I'm gonna be honest.
Nah, man. I was over there I was antsy. I was, And then during this time, I felt like what happened to me was I had no choice but to stop and look at myself. Yeah. And it caused me to realize, one, I physically can't stay still. Physically. Not just metaphorically, because metaphorically I can't stay still too. I always feel like I need to be doing more. Yeah. But physically, I actually can't stay still. And I feel
that's my favorite shit.
That causes me to go out. That causes me to
my favorite shit.
What, not staying still? Or staying still? Nah,
I can't wait till I can fucking stay still.
That's the thing. That's when I'm busy. But then when I'm not busy, let's say I've been busy all day and then I get to stay still, it's earned. And that's different. But let's say if I have 2 days where I'm not busy, something got to happen.
I take my Sundays as my non-busy day. Leave me alone. I take that day for myself.
I want
Leave
it.
me alone.
See, that's the thing. See, me now with kids, there's no more non-busy days. There's no more non-busy days.
That's my leave me alone.
Sunday, Sundays still be the day I'm home, but it's home with kids is not home.
Nah.
You know what I mean? It's not the same. So
that's busy. That might be even more busy. That might be even more busy.
No, I like being home though. I enjoy it, but it just doesn't happen as much as I want to. And then when it was forced on me, I had to think about myself. I had to think about the things I was doing. I had to think about you know what I mean? How to manage my time. Yeah. That was very difficult because, you know what I mean, I managed my time by the places I was at. Okay, I got to be at school for like, my master's program. So I got to go to school. I got to go to work. I got to go to the podcast. I got to go to get. I broke up my time by being in different locations, so my mindset changed. But then when I was forced to be only at home, I couldn't break my time up anymore. It was all one big block, and it felt like I was kind of fluidly going through my day and getting nothing done. So then I had to learn that. Like I had a panic. I told you I had that panic attack. I had to learn that shit. So I'm glad about certain things in this time.
Yo, it's about how y'all use y'all time, you crazy motherfucker. Yo, these people was frustrating me. I'm not gonna lie. I was just hearing so much ignorance from people.
Okay.
Oh my God.
In terms of during quarantine?
No, in like the past week, my nigga. Like I'm not even talking about during quarantine. In the past, I'm still hearing fucking COVID ignorance.
Oh, bro, listen, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's certain conversations. Yo, a friend of mine told me that.
Yo, God, sorry.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah's in the ICU, guys. Okay, could y'all please know this?
Like,
COVID is real.
It's a real
fucking
thing.
Idiots.
It's a
and no,
real
you
thing.
don't got to be a fucking grandma. We don't know everything. We do not have all that information.
Oh, be talking to y'all niggas.
Yo, I'm sorry. Niggas is just frustrated.
Talk to them,
here,
son.
man.
Talk to them.
Like, yes, it's a lot of old people that get affected, but we do not know who's going to get affected. 5 of us in the studio could get sick, and somebody could end up bad.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's perfectly healthy people that have died now. Is it low? Yes. But the other thing is this. A lot of y'all New Yorkers smoke L's with Fonto in it.
And y'all don't even know y'all health status.
A lot of y'all. Yo, you know, I was just thinking about, I had a situation happen to me yesterday, actually. I'm on a train, and a hood dude, who said hi to another hood dude just seconds before with bright baby blue contacts in. I remember going, these niggas is either crackheads or bums. One of the two. So I got to be careful. One of them comes up to me and goes, yo, son, I like your sneakers, B. They nice. I was like, thank you. I appreciate it. And he's like, nah, they clean, dog. How long you had those? I'm like, this conversation going too long.
That's what I'm boiling up my fist.
The conversation no, bro. In my head, I remember going, as soon as he gave me the compliment, I remember immediately tensing up. So what I did was I loosened my scarf. You know what I mean? I got myself prepared for battle. Yeah. And the thing I realized is during this time is I could probably take these 2 niggas. And the reason why I said that is, one, I've been working out, so I feel better.
They don't got no mask.
But the other thing, no. I mean, the COVID might have broke their lungs. No. But the thing is, hood niggas is not athletic for real.
They shoot.
And they can't fight.
They just shoot.
Like, I've seen all these hood fights I watch. I'm like, you swinging haymakers only. And after 3 haymakers, you are tired. Yeah. You're winded. I'm like, I don't know if I'm stronger than you or not. I could be, I could not be, but I know I can outwind you.
If there was crackheads, they might be.
They may have real crack. Yeah, that crack strength is different. Crack breath is different. I seen a crackhead
always going, bro.
I seen a crackhead walk a whole refrigerator 3 blocks. Okay, so it's different with them. But I will say that I looked at them and I remember going, the only reason you guys have a 1-up on civilians is the fact that they're not thinking about smoke like you are. Yeah. That's really all it is. Niggas get caught off guard. But for me, being like 1 toe in, rest of the body out, I know when the hood signals are. A compliment lasts but 1 compliment. You say the 1 line. As soon as you start talking to me, nah, bro. And the whole time he was looking at my watch.
It's too much of a conversation.
It's too much of a conversation for this compliment. So I was like, maybe you being nice, but maybe the fuck you're not. And I'm getting set up. So the whole time as soon as my stance changed, the compliment stopped. Yeah. Because he noticed like, oh, nah, this nigga's not. Because I was in my phone. And they look for niggas that's not paying attention. They don't want smoke. Mm-hmm. But I realized, I'm like, hood niggas ain't that athletic. They like, them hoop dreams that you had when you was 22 or when you was 19 thinking you gonna make it to the NBA is done.
Unless you're 19.
Exactly.
You ain't 19 no more.
You ain't 19 no more. All them backwoods to the face done got to your lungs. So what makes you think you could stand on this train with no mask?
All that drinking you've been doing.
Listen,
all of that.
The E&J and the Georgie done seeped into your soul. You're done. You're finished.
Everybody want to act like they just be out here eating vegetarian and vegan all day.
I'm
like, just stay healthy. Nigga, are you healthy?
Like,
you know what your health status
How many egg whites you ate this week?
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
I had some egg whites for breakfast today.
My nigga, let's go. Let's go. Green Obi. Know what I mean? But man, it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people act like they live healthy. Like me, I don't eat right. Yeah. I'm just blessed to be skinny. Yeah. But I don't eat right. And my thing is, I don't want to catch COVID. I mean, of course, I think more so for my family than I think for myself. Mm-hmm. because I honestly do think I'll probably be all right. But the reality is,
Nigga,
I don't know.
Like, nobody knows.
Bro, I eat Chinese food like a motherfucker. There's a lot of things I eat that are not good. So I got to consider the fact that if it hits me, maybe my stomach or my digestive tract is not good. Maybe it hits me there somehow. Yeah. Who fucking knows? But nobody wants to think about these things.
Niggas hate masks. Niggas hate lockdown. Niggas hate stimulus. Like, what the fuck do y'all like out here?
Yo, I'm telling you, son. This is so...
Yo, niggas hate everything, son.
Yo.
I'm sorry. We got to move
No. I got a question.
You got me frustrated.
No, Obi, no, talk your shit, Obi.
Niggas
talk your shit.
Tight, son. I'm not going to lie.
Nah, man. I
hate everything.
I've just realized this. Whenever I'm talking to someone and they come from one perspective constantly, I decide that there's no reason to talk to you about anything anymore because I already can guess yours. I can assume what you're going to say. Like, I know people that the moment you talk, they go dark or negative. Yeah. The moment you talk, you go positive. And like I know those people that are like, you know, really like believers in the good in people and all that stuff. So when I talk to you, I already know where you're going to come from. I like dynamic thinkers that don't feel, but they think. They just be like, you know what? Let's see. Ask me the question, then I will give you the answers based off my experience and my knowledge. That's what I like to talk to. As soon as I talk to somebody that always has already prepared answers for everything.
Oh, these were all conversations. It was shit I was seeing. I was just like...
But when you saw it, if you knew the person, did it surprise you?
Not at all, but I'm just like, yo, so you really want to go through the fire.
Yeah,
like,
that's how.
But hey, whatever. Y'all could be done.
Bill Burr said it best. Kill your grandma and grandpa, kill your aunts, kill them all off because apparently they made you and you're fucking stupid.
Who said this?
Bill Burr.
Okay.
He was like, apparently they made you and you're fucking stupid and we don't need any more of you reproducing and making more stupid people.
Son.
Listen, you're going to make more non-mask wearers and we need less of y'all. So go ahead. Take out your aunts for all I give a shit. My thing is I'm going to do the best I can and wear my mask and that's it. But yeah, that was hell of an opening, my nigga. You did that, my nigga.
Nah, man, niggas be pissing me off. Like,
Obi tight.
Yo, could we just think out here? Could we just think?
Nah, man.
Like,
I agree with you.
Everything got to be, let me take a side. And don't get me wrong. Like, I was reading the Thanksgiving guidelines for California, and I laughed at it. It was kind of funny.
Why?
Because it's pretty extreme. Like, people try to put Cuomo in there. Cuomo wasn't that extreme. He just said, household of 10. That was it. That was really like the most.
And wear a mask.
But but the California one was pretty funny. Niggas say, you gotta have dinner outside, 3 households, maximum 2-hour capacity.
Just cancel Thanksgiving, dogs.
Niggas said no singing or playing any like blowing instruments.
Wait. What does that have to do with COVID? What does it?
I was crying and I'm just like, what is wrong with the world today?
What does that have to do with COVID?
It's wild.
Yo, I just want to know what that has to do with COVID. Like, what is the actual connection to COVID and singing?
I mean, I think just
the spit coming through the instrument. They dragging it. I don't think anyone caught. I don't think there's been any COVID caught from a fucking trumpet, but whatever. But yeah, there wasn't much to talk about. But I want to talk about, let's just talk about our favorite shit, right? Yeah. So, we're hip hop heads. If anybody doesn't know, if you don't know, you don't know me, so get the fuck out my face. But if you do know me at all, you know I'm a hip hop head. You know Obi's a hip hop head. Jeezy and Gucci Mane. First, who you think got that?
Jeezy.
Jeezy
has more commercial hits. Jeezy has more commercial albums on a versus level. Hell yeah, Jeezy. Okay. If you want to talk about like on an Atlanta, who's respected level, then I'll go with Gucci.
Okay.
But when you come from a versus, there might be a lot of people that don't know the Gucci Mane songs that come on.
I'm gonna be. Oh, sorry, I got distracted because Verizon just let me know they took my phone bill, so I'm broke again.
You feel it hurt.
I'm broke again. I'm regretting this bottle.
Yo, for mad long I lived dodging the bill.
No. You know what is funny is this is the best time of my life because it's like I'm broke in one account. But I got multiple. You know what I mean? I'm
diversify your portfolio, man.
Diversify your bonds, nigga. But sorry. Okay, Jeezy. So I thought about it, and you're right. It's really a respect level thing with Gucci. Mm-hmm. It's like, because I remember the first time I ever heard Gucci, I heard like a freestyle of him outside with his belly out.
With the blood, with the red flag.
Yo. And I remember going, this shit is trash.
I was like, hold up. So this what niggas listen to?
But exactly. But I will say this. when I listened to it in later years, it was still trash. But I recognize why people fuck with it so hard because I recognize the fact I'm conscious enough to see that he was saying some real shit.
And your ears have dumbed down a little more.
Exactly. I think when I was in college, I was so
you was listening to too much Papoose.
I was Papoose. My nigga, I was on some Kendrick was a little after college, but I think J. Cole was a big one for me.
Yeah.
I was on like Kanye was huge. I was the biggest fan of Kanye. I was a very like high level intellect. Like I was a Kid Cudi fan, Kanye, backpacker music, like things that I hold I don't want to say educational, but an intellect status to. So I always felt like if you're not talking no content, if you're not talking about saving the world, if you're not talking about the economy, I don't want to talk about it. Like I don't want to hear your music. I remember listening to Oh Let Do It and being like, what the fuck am I listening to? I was so upset. Then I was like, what is this bullshit? Like, what is this?
Yo, I never hated too much Waka Flocka. I'm
not
not going to lie.
Yo, what happened was, as soon as I heard Ola do it in the club and everybody went off.
Up. Fucking with them white folks. Now I don't give a fuck. Because I'm richer than the white folks.
What? That shit was crazy. I ripped that shit. Said he ripped that shit.
I saw a post that said, yo, that might be Diddy's best verse ever.
Son, that was hard. But I couldn't see past the fact that it wasn't intelligent. Yeah. But now I'm older and I realize different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? Pause. Like, there's different times for different things. And I see that Oh Let Do It has a place in hip-hop just as much as Kendrick Lamar does. And now I listen back with my hooded up ear and I go back to my college days. I'm like, I see why people appeal to Gucci Mane in that. Like, he was saying some pretty gangster shit. Like, and he was saying it in a way that only gangsters knew.
I had hoodie ears, but I had New York hood ears. I couldn't do the I couldn't do the extra hard Atlanta. Okay. You don't got no bars and punchlines and actual But I had to catch on. I remember the day I really caught on to Gucci Mane. I was driving with my man. We was in traffic on the Belt Parkway.
I remember this.
Yo, he played. What was it like? Club Hop. It was pretty late too.
Club hopping.
He played that. We chilling. I'm like, yo, run that back real quick. I'm like, yo, run that back real quick. And that song made me catch because he just talking about clubs in every city, and I'm like, yo, I've been to some of these cities and I've been to some of these clubs.
You know what though? I got it exactly.
So it made it a very relatable thing to me. So when he talk about DC, he talk about New York, he talk about Miami, I'm like, oh shit, like.
Yep, he was like,
I know what he talking about.
Yo, I remember he was like, in DC, I go to stadium, like in the gymnasium. I was like, okay. But the thing was, I think that I actually respect Gucci Mane for the fact that he got better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like, and I always respect, no matter where you're at, I always, like, a person I'm a big fan of now, only because I heard his last album, and I'm like, I respect Jim Jones. Yeah. Because Jim Jones was trash when he first came out. I'm sorry, guys. Ballin' was a hit song.
Jim wasn't a rapper.
He wasn't a rapper. He was a goon turned rapper. And then when I heard now, I'm like, wow, this man actually invested in his craft.
Even though his earlier music was still like...
No, he had some hits.
It was still kind of fire.
They were the biggest hits he ever had in his career, but for the wrong reasons, in my personal opinion.
I wouldn't say for the wrong reasons. The man knows how to make a song.
Okay, no. When I say for the wrong reasons, I mean like for my loving of hip hop, it was for the wrong reasons.
But when it comes to like bars and he definitely seems way more comfortable right now. It's just a comfort thing now.
Yeah,
you could tell like when he raps, he's so comfortable.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel with Gucci Mane. I think after Lemonade, I gave Gucci Mane a little more credit because Lemonade was when I was like, all right, you know what I mean, You're not talking nonsense. Your songs are going in a direction. There's a story sometimes. You know what I mean? It shows that writing words down on a piece of paper and getting them to come across to other people, whether it be in comedy, whether it be in singing, whether it be in rapping. I think rapping would be the hardest of those three in terms of actual wording. But poetry, when it comes to that, I gotta give you a certain level of intellect if you can do it right and you can do it well.
Especially if you could also do it in a very unique way.
Yes.
You know, that's one thing about art. Like, if you could sound like yourself, Like, yo, that's him.
Yes.
That's not like, oh, that could possibly be him.
Exactly.
Yo.
Exactly. So I got to give you that. And
that's
that's one of those things that I feel like back then we had more of than we do now.
Yeah.
So whenever I hear something different now, I'm like, yo, you really tried. Because you don't have to and you can still make it. Back then you had to. You couldn't copy no sounds. People don't understand. Migos was the first time I feel like hip hop actually embraced biting. Because the Migos flow was so addictive.
Nigga, what about all that Laffy Taffy stanky leg?
No. But their flows, they all sound while the songs sounded the same, each man on that song came on a different tip.
I remember one day I had not watched 106 in Park for years. I had transitioned into college. So I'm home one day and I put on 106. Bruh, I was baffled by what the fuck I was seeing on there.
Nah, it was. I watched 106.
I saw niggas doing all that. I was like, hold, what the fuck is going on?
I'm not gonna lie, but you know what? Even that nigga, they all had their own sound though.
I wouldn't know if I felt like I heard the same song over and over.
The same song, but when you listen to the rapper, I'm talking about the words, not the beat, not the overall flow of the. You're right. The song sounded the same. They were all. They were all that. That was all it was.
All it was.
I remember I was snapping for a straight
hour session
in the club.
DJ session. All you had to do was snap.
I used to catch the snap. Yo, one time I threw the snap at my boy. He jumped over a whole table, caught it like this. Yo, God, like that snap shit. Yo. I hated that. But I will say that each Yin Yang Twins did not sound like Lil Jon. Lil Jon.
I don't even know the name of all the rappers. Yin Yang Twins, I know them.
Yin Yang Twins did not sound like Lil Jon. Lil Jon did not sound like Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher did not sound like Paul Wall. You know what I mean?
What about them Franchise Boys and
They only have one song. I can't count
them. Them Laffy Taffy niggas.
They only have one song. I can't count them.
About 2,500 people with one song.
Yes, but I will say that I can only count you if you have a discography.
Yo, it was about 100 niggas with one song.
I'm not counting one song. Fuck out of here. They don't count.
It was too many one song people.
Yes, and what I'm saying to you is, but those one song people, each one sounded to me different.
They need to put out a whole kids bop with them one song niggas on it. They just need to do that.
Girl, shoot that Laffy Taffy. Like they fucking. But I will say that at least after, I think Migos was the first time I can conglomerately remember the entire industry deciding we're gonna do this. And by the flow. People don't give Migos the credit. It was the death of hip hop, but simultaneously one of the best flows I've ever heard. That flow is one of the best flows I've ever heard, hands down.
I wouldn't say it was the death of hip hop.
No, not the death. Okay. Clearly it didn't die. But I'm saying it was like the death of a type of hip hop, and turning into like everyone. We like, and I remember going, this is so catchy. This is so catchy. Yeah. Like, this is a good flow. I got to give it to them. And they came up with it. And people don't understand that that's the reason why everybody sound like, to me, and personally, loud. Yeah. Even when it was mumble rappers mumbled differently. They didn't mumble all the same. They didn't just straight bite a flow. Migos made it okay to bite a flow. And I feel like that's why I give credit to those and credence to those that do something different. Now, going back to the Gucci Mane and Jeezy. Did you see that Gucci Mane trolled Jeezy about like shooting his mans or whatever?
Recently?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I don't know. He said something like he brought up something about, because remember they put a hit on him. So Jeezy was part of BMF, which is Black Mafia family. They were a major drug dealing syndicate. Okay, and the thing about them was they were predominantly they made, I think when they got Big Meech, they got him with like $250 million of assets.
They was running Atlanta for a while.
They was running Atlanta and they was doing their thing. And so Gucci Mane was one of their Jeezy was one of their rappers. And what happened with Jeezy was like he was one of their sellers and then became a rapper because they had another dude named Blue Da Vinci. Blue Da Vinci could not pop because he was trash.
Yeah. He's one of those, I would say he was like not anymore per se, but he was like on a Uncle Murder status out there. Yeah.
Well, he was trying to be the face of hip hop for the gang, so that they can launder their drug money through it.
He was hating on Jeezy for a while.
Yeah, because Jeezy became the next face, and Jeezy actually did it and got it done. Gucci Mane and Jeezy had a beef because Gucci Mane I don't know exactly where it started. It says that Gucci Mane started a beef track against Jeezy in, since I like to be as accurate as humanly possible, Gucci Mane sent a diss track to Jeezy sent a diss track to Gucci in 2005, and Gucci replied in 2005. Before that, they teamed up to do So Icy. Jeezy appears on Black Tea. So they had things before that. And then Gucci, I don't know why they started dissing each other. I don't know how that happened. It says surely. Yeah, I don't understand why they started dissing each other. But I will say that Gucci kills one of Jeezy's associates in 2005 because they tried to put a hit on him.
Yeah.
And he killed him. But BMF put a hit on Gucci. Gucci survived and killed one of their mans. And he said something about that recently. He said like, oh, try and dig your man up because he can't say shit about a post from back then, but he reposted it before this versus.
Okay.
What are the chances of somebody getting shot in the middle of this versus?
0 to none.
0 to none.
0 to none.
Okay, now thinking about the two gangster levels of these niggas, consider their gangster levels. Still 0 to none.
0 to none.
Not none to 5%.
0 to none. They too rich right now. They're too successful. Like,
and you see Gucci Mane smile.
Exactly. And Jeezy, he looked like he's just too rich.
He's bossing up.
Like he just
that man bossing
too rich
up
right now. Man.
But so they're doing all this. But Jeezy did come. He dropped a track because his album dropped, or I think it's dropping. But he dropped a single, and he came in.
The Recession 2, I believe it's called.
Yeah, Recession 2. Which I'm actually looking forward to because I want to see what his new sound is in these days. Like it's like when I see people make remakes, everybody be like, "Oh, I'm tired of remakes." I'd be like, I want to see what people do with like surreal.
It makes sense though.
Yeah,
he dropped the first one.
Yeah,
2008.
Yeah,
we had a recession. I mean, we had the little pandemic recession right now. It's election year, he dropped it. I believe he dropped that, and that's when he dropped the whole "My President is Black." It makes sense.
Okay,
I would say that.
Okay, that's fair. So, 50 Cent had said in a past post that Jeezy is bullshit because he didn't say nothing about. There was a guy named, I looked this up because I don't know gangster things. Southwest T.
Meech's brother.
Meech's brother, right?
I know all the gangsters.
Okay. Okay, the beard comes with some shadows. I see you, bro. All right, so Southwest T, which was Meech's brother, got out early, got an early release, and 50 came at Jeezy because nobody heard from him. Nobody heard. Jeezy did not hit up Southwest
because
T.
50 is doing the BMF series for Stars. So, and he's reached out to
Yes, I heard about that.
He's reached out to Southwest T, so he's working with them. That's why he made the comment.
So I will assume that they must feel that way as well.
I wouldn't assume anything when it comes to 50 Cent.
That's a good point.
Sometimes I think he just
says shit. He just says shit. You're right. You're right. I seen 50 walk up on a gang in their gang territory single-handedly in a Bentley, and that man's
he just always talking some shit.
He don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. So now, that being said, basically he said that, and he said you didn't reach out to him, and you giving Meech's mother free concert tickets, all that shit, but my nigga, like, what about a phone call? So that's what 50 Cent said. Jeezy retaliates, saying that
about to read some bars.
Nah, I didn't write those down. I'm too lazy for that. But he retaliates, saying basically like, "Fuck is you talking to? Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you don't." And at the end of the day, what did he say about him exactly? He said that
I missed this whole beef, son. I'm never gonna lie.
It just came out like a few days ago. So I'm gonna cut you some slack. Said something about. Well, basically he was trying to come at 50 saying like he came at 50 on some don't talk about shit you don't know about. Yeah. And he came at Freddie Gibbs, another rapper. A lot of you may not know Freddie Gibbs.
Gibbs been coming at him for a while. He was signed to Jeezy.
Yes. And some things worked out. And what he was basically saying was Jeezy was saying, I put money behind you and you ain't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ain't make nothing happen. And Gibbs was on some, and Gibbs didn't like, I guess, the outcome. So I guess it's two different sides.
Yeah.
And Jeezy basically said, you're not about that gangster life, bro. You're not gangster.
Mm-hmm.
And Gibbs replies like, bro, you can't out-rap me and you can't beat me in a fight. I don't got nothing to worry about with you.
They got to fight.
Yes. Now, I'm going to be real with you. I like that energy. Because a lot of niggas will talk about shooting. Anybody could shoot a nigga.
I mean, they too old to be shooting.
Exactly.
Like,
anybody could shoot a nigga. Like, that's bullshit. Like, you should not be shooting no more.
a young man sport.
That's a young man sport.
If you live past a certain age, you got to fight.
Don't shoot. Because the other thing is, shooting is for when you were shot at. Yeah. It's for shooting. Honestly, shooting and fighting should end up for retaliation, or not retaliation, should end up for self-defense past a certain age.
Shooting is also for broke people.
Yes.
That's also a broke man sport.
Yep, exactly.
When are two rich people outside of Dick Cheney? When is a rich person shooting another person?
Yo, first of all, that Dick Cheney was a bar. That was a bar right there. I know a bar when I hear one. I know a bar when I hear one, sir.
I couldn't think of no other rich person clapping their hands
in the face. So I heard that and I was just like, yo, I respected Freddie Gibbs because like you can't beat me in a fight. And you can't. Jeezy answered back like you're not in the songs like you're not gangster, you're not about that life, and it made me think to the fact that like a lot of people mistaking gangsters and hood niggas for.
Yeah, nah.
Listen, there's a lot of hood niggas I know that know the hood and understand the hood and may know some drug dealers, but they're not gangsters. Like you could be tough and not be a gangster. Yeah. That's what people don't get.
There's mad tough people that's not gangster.
That's why I say what Jeezy said might be true.
You could be tough but still have a lot to risk.
Exactly. What Jeezy said might be true, though. You're not a gangster. And Jeezy might be right, but that don't mean he won't fuck you up in a fight. He don't got to be. Gangsters are people, to me, that take it to the next level. Mm-hmm. Like, they're ready to shoot. They're ready to kill.
When Jeezy say you're not a gang, I take that also as him saying, like, you're not this tough person you talk.
I think that's what he meant, but I'm saying that they're not synonymous. I'm tired of people thinking that gangster and tough guy are the same. Gangsters take risks that are, you got to give credence, as dumb and as stupid as I think that gangster life is, you got to give credence to the fact that it takes a level of.
One thing I would say, though, they're not the same, but most times a gangster person is usually also tough.
No,
the tough guy may not be gangster.
Yes, that's
the
true.
Gangster person
yeah, I guess a prerequisite to being gangster is tough. But my thing is, gangsters forget that there's a lot of gangsters now, today, that aren't tough anymore.
Oh, of course.
There's a lot of gangsters pulling up, and I'm realizing this. There's a lot of gangsters pulling up with guns and got no hands. That's why when the King Von thing, R.I.P., bro, but I saw the video. Yo, he walked up to that man and snuffed him instantly. I remember going, and this is why I gotta reconcile certain things in me. Cause when I saw that video, I remember going, my nigga.
He asked for the fair one in that.
Yeah, I respect that. But you shot a fair one with a bunch of people that aren't ready for like.
We gotta get in a boxing ring.
My thing is this: if I see a man, right, that I look and he's frail or he's soft or he's not, I could tell off rip you're not ready to do nothing for real physically, right? I'm not about to fight you. You know why I'm not about to fight you? Because one, it's not fair. It's bullying. I'm gonna bully you. I'm gonna fuck you up. And the other problem is you're gonna snitch, or you're gonna get your mans to shoot me. That's the thing. I'm not.
You say frail niggas not honorable people?
No. No, I don't. I don't believe frail people are honorable. You cannot be honorable when you're getting slapped in the middle of a fight.
Why not? You just take your L.
No, there's not many. No,
so you saying niggas don't take their L?
I'm saying that if you're part of a gang and you're frail, you're probably gonna shoot me.
Yeah, but neither of these gentlemen are part of a gang.
They were. Yeah, they were.
In 2020.
No, they were. The problem. I looked up a whole documentary on it. I looked it up, my nigga.
In 2020. They're not in gangs.
They're part of the gangs aren't organized.
The gangs that
the
they
gangs
are
are
part of is Def Jam.
Yes, nope,
fucking
nope,
Columbia
nope,
Records.
nope. Listen to me. King Von was
I'm talking about Gibbs and Jeezy. My bad.
Oh no.
I'm
I'm talking about King Von snuffing that man. No, they were part of gangs.
I mean, they're from Chicago.
Yeah, everybody part of you. Born into a gang. You wake up every morning like gang.
Chicago got an exempt when it comes to like.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like Chicago babies wake up like this or like this. Like they wake up Crip signing or whatever off rip. They don't wake up.
They had the baby to the mother and had a pistol right there.
Right there, they're like, listen, take care of my son. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be back when he's 15 and I can't teach him nothing no more. But it's like I looked at that and I remember going like, yo, like Jeezy saying he not gangster don't change the fact that he might fuck you up in a fight.
He asking him to.
And I'm saying I would love to see more celebrity boxing matches between people that are talking shit amongst each other.
Don't hold your breath.
No. God, I'm not expecting it.
Nobody go reduce their.
I would love to see that because it's like Jeezy. It's like, and I mean amongst the people that we already consider to be hard. Yeah. I'm not talking about like fuck. I'm not expecting Bill Burr to get in the ring with anybody.
That's even more of a reason why I said don't hold your breath.
Yeah, but
these niggas don't want to take that risk of fucking up their status.
See?
Because now, all the shit you talked about, if you lose, I can't believe it no more. That's just how the world works.
But that's my issue. My issue is this. It's like, as I get older, I feel like I get more ferocious. And I say that in the sense of like, as I get older, I feel like it's harder for me to upkeep my physical, like to be able to do these things. I got more responsibilities. I'm actually more tired than I ever was. I'm gonna be real with you. Physics hasn't actually caught up to me. But it's like, as I get older, I gotta
until you sleeping in the car back home. This nigga Reggie be
on
here lying, son.
Wow. Wait a minute.
Nah, you be lying. Stop it.
So, Obi, wait, Obi. Friendship. What does that mean?
I'm just saying.
He's right. I'm a sleepy ass nigga.
Until we in the car.
I'm a sleepy.
Nigga Reggie want to make it sound like he just going all day.
I'm a sleepy nigga.
2 minutes in the car, this nigga Reggie nodded.
Obi over here acting like we not going home at 3 a.m. But fine.
Nigga, we've been in the car at 12 p.m. I'm like, yo, let's go shopping. We go to the city. This nigga get in my car.
Okay.
I'm like, Reggie, please don't do this.
Okay. That's actually a true story.
Please don't do this.
But I will say this. In my defense, what I will say is those, like, I'm a sleepy nigga in general.
Okay.
I'm not gonna front. It's not an age thing. Anytime I get in a vehicle or a moving thing and I'm not moving, I go to sleep. Since I was a child, I've been like this.
I'm like, bruh.
And as I got older,
you be in the car chilling, everybody talking. This nigga Reggie, fucking, the one time he not moving, he just passed out.
That's my thing. It's like if I'm not moving, if I'm not doing nothing tonight, I'm going to sleep.
We had to carry this nigga from the boardwalk in Atlantic City back to the fucking crib. I'm like, bro, how the fuck you fall asleep on the boardwalk?
I'm not gonna lie, I was standing in line for food falling asleep.
How you fall asleep on the boardwalk?
Okay, given that during this time I was working on a master's program, I was very tedious. You know I did, because the next morning I woke up and I wrote a whole goddamn like lesson plan and all. Y'all niggas was over here asleep and I was over here typing. So but at the same time, in general, I'm a sleepy man. Like, if we're not physically doing something, I'm going to bed. I'm not one of those people. And if we're in a car, all that car do, I'll be on the train, that shit rock me to bed. That's who I am. I go to sleep. But physically, nothing is able to, like, I don't have any knee issues, back issues, elbow issues. Nothing stopped me. I feel like I'm stronger than I ever was. You know what I mean? Maybe fast. I haven't checked in running in a while. So maybe I'm not as fast as I was.
Time yourself today.
I got to time myself, like maybe running. But I realized, like, there's just certain things that didn't catch up to me. And I feel like I'd be seeing niggas that, like, gangster niggas and all these other people that I think to myself, like, damn, because he looks like a gangster, he may take me. But then when I really think about it, I'm like, I'm kind of physically fit. Yeah. I'm not saying I could drop you in one punch. Maybe not. Maybe not that. But if we fight for 5 minutes right now, you're going to be winded. You're going to be done. A lot of people don't realize that fighting, If that nigga don't land a real clean hit,
anybody's gonna be winded
like,
fighting for 5 minutes.
no. But if me and you, like, but I
Yes.
feel like if me and you, right, me and you, in the shape we're in, could fight for maybe 7 to 8 minutes, I feel like a hood nigga's done at 5. After all the backwoods, after all the Fonto.
I'm telling you right now, 7 to 8 minutes, bro. What fight you been?
We'll be tired. But the difference is, you know, you're in shape when it's like I'll be tired, but it's like I can still throw a punch. Like niggas be like,
Oh no.
like there's a very big difference.
That is coming in like 2-3 minutes. Bro.
Yes, there's a very big difference.
You're gonna be looking at the time like, hold up.
I got another 3 minutes, but what I'm saying to you is in that 3 minutes, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like I got a good chance. And I'm saying Jeezy talking like, oh, you're not about that life. I'm like, Jeezy, you're not about to shoot Freddie Gibbs. That's what you're not about to do.
But why you all of a sudden just pick Jeezy as Freddie Gibbs as the winner in this?
No, I picked Freddie Gibbs because he spoke to something that makes more sense. He spoke to something that is physical. You can't beat me in a fight.
Nigga, you don't know that.
I don't know that. No, and Jeezy and Jeezy and Gibbs don't know that. But what he's saying is, Jeezy did the thing that all hood niggas do. You're not gangster.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at hood niggas like, when we got a gun, you probably shoot me before I shoot you because I don't look at shooting niggas. I don't want to kill anybody. If I don't have to, I'm not choosing that. So maybe you're more willing to take that risk. So I got to give you that. Like, you probably gonna kill me.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think you're taking these conversations way too literal.
What do you mean? So wait, no, I get it. But what I'm saying to you is, I don't think Jeezy talking about snuffing Freddie Gibbs. You think so?
I don't think Jeezy's talking about shooting Freddie Gibbs either.
So when he say gangster,
he's just telling him you're not tough. Like, you're not a tough dude.
See, and that's where I wanna make a discernment.
That's why I said you're taking it very literal.
Maybe.
Like,
I'm sorry, but
sometimes you got to be able to kind of decipher what people are saying.
I don't want to hear anything from people like, oh, you know, if you say gangster, I look at what a gangster is.
Him, he's like, I ain't having that conversation with you. That's all he telling you. I'm not even gonna talk to you. I'm gonna continue ignoring your ass like I've been doing for the past how many years you've been talking to me.
Maybe true. And Freddie Gibbs is not on the level of Jeezy, so therefore Freddie Gibbs could keep talking. But my thing is, Freddie Gibbs said something very specific, and I agree with that because I'm on that side of the fence more than I am on the gangster side of the fence. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times with gangsters, I be looking at, a lot of people will not say this, but Pop Smoke wasn't a fighter. He was big and he was strong, but he wasn't a fighter.
How you know this?
Because Pop Smoke lost a fight to a hood person.
Everybody
listen.
Niggas
No. Listen, Pop Smoke. From what I've heard, from the rumors in the street, Pop Smoke wasn't much of a fighter. Was he about that life? Yes. Was he ready for anything? Yes. Was he a fighter? Nah. I heard, and listen. The dude, he fought a couple people and lost, right? And the dude, and then there's a video of him getting chappelled. That's not the same thing. But he fought a couple people and lost. One person he fought and he lost to was a dude.
So he lost all his fights.
I can't say that. I don't know. I don't actually know. I'm saying there's a couple fights that people make it seem like he can't fight. Guys, you have to understand that I don't have facts. I'm speaking rumors.
I'm about to say.
And you have to also understand that I work in Canarsie. So I'm speaking rumors from people that are around it.
Mm-hmm.
So he got into a couple fights, and he lost. He lost a fight to a guy, from what I heard, named Reese, and he talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Reese went missing after that. Now, am I saying that people will say Reese pussy or whatever because he got bodied, but Reese won that fight? And I'm saying a lot of people think that as soon as you gangster, you could shoot, you could fight. I'm like, nah, you could maybe shoot.
The nigga I know with the best hands, I seen also lose a fight before. Because you know what? Everybody lose a fight.
I agree with you. What I'm saying to you is, I respect the fighting side of things more than the shooting side of things. Is what I'm saying.
Nigga went to the fight wild cocky, and
he took that L.
Nigga, I got caught an eye jam in the process.
Okay, listen.
It happens though.
I actually remember this fight. I know the fight you're talking about.
Exactly, like it happens.
It does, but what I'm saying to you is, like, I think that a lot of gangsters come into things thinking like, I'm gonna just, and I think that a lot of things when it comes to gangster life is based on the fact that you're facing off against people that aren't prepared for this. Yeah. They're not ready for that. A lot of things is you got me first before I got you. Yeah. It's not really I'm tough and I'm thug. But he said that about. But the reason why I don't think he's not that tough is because Jeezy also said something about 50 Cent, and 50 Cent's a Golden Glove boxer. So clearly, you ready for it.
It's a lot of toxic masculinity and ego going on out here, man. Yo, guys, let's relax. There's a lot of gun violence going on in 2020. My man Benny the Butcher just got hit.
Oh man,
Okay.
R.I.P. Benny, bro.
Whoa! What the R.I.P.?
Oh, he didn't die?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's good. Whoa. Why you putting that on my man?
Everybody that got shot got dead recently.
Nah.
Everybody that
He's
shot.
good, man. Boosie got shot. Oh, yo, let's all relax. Let's all calm down.
Boosie said that after King Von died, he felt like war was coming.
Yeah, I mean,
He said that. I don't know nothing about gangster life enough to know.
2020 made me feel like war was coming, but
I mean, there's Chicago niggas in Atlanta, there's Chicago niggas in New York. I didn't know this.
I mean, there's just craziness going on in the United States
And
of America, if not even around the world right now.
do you think that the presidency has something to do with that?
I mean,
It trickles down.
Yeah, that
I
gave a
think it
lot of
trickles down.
energy. That
I
put
think
a
it
lot
trickles
of
down.
energy out there into this world. Bruh, when we waking up to just a madman ranting all day, and then we got to be like, oh, and then there's a fucking virus going crazy. There's mad, like, one side is saying one thing, another. It's just too much divisiveness that also there's a lot of militantness going on. Is that a word, militantness? But whatever.
No, that's not a word.
It's going on
I'll
around right
take it.
now.
I just feel
Yo, that's just the energy we
I'm
have.
gonna be real with you, bro. I started work like getting my push up and dumbbell regiment going again because I'm like, I just feel like the time of Mad Max is coming. I feel like I got to be prepared. Like I feel like there's a lot of things that, like I remember I was walking, from work to get something to eat, and some dude was like walked up to a girl, was like, "Oh my God, I got robbed. I'm like, they got me for everything." And I was in my head like, I looked at that white man, and I was like, to be honest, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm looking at you right now, and I feel like you was food.
Yeah.
They looked at you and saw that. They already saw you wasn't about it. You not about to fight that man. I don't even think those people robbed him with a gun. I think they just walked up to him and said, "Give me your shit." I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like I feel like that's what happens.
You better jump me for this shit,
Nigga. Yo, I'm about to. I was gonna say, if nobody shows me a visible weapon, we fighting.
Y'all better jump me.
We
for this
fighting.
Shit.
Like I'm gonna be real with you because I feel like I could take a couple of y'all before y'all. Like to be honest, somebody getting they eye fucked up before they.
Nah, that's not
no.
happening.
But
Nah,
I'm
that's
saying,
why are black people like? Why do we just get like tense when the cops come around? You ever know like that ever happened? Or one time I was coming out. This like a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the kid that lives across the street from me, apparently some dude in the neighborhood, something happened. He flashed him a gun. I guess he was like doing something with his car. He interfered with the hood dude. Hood dude got his egos hurt. I can't explain.
okay.
So dude then drives around the block and flashes him a gun. Like, yo, I run this, blah, blah, blah. This is what the streets told me.
The streets told you this? Where you at?
This is what the streets told me.
Shit.
So
Okay.
one day I get home from work, right, and I leave something in my car, so I go back outside. And then I see three white men and one black guy, all like out of shape, with a tie on, getting out of a car. I'm like, fuck. I already know what it is. Like, yo.
Man, the
So,
D's got this, man.
They look at the house I come out of, they come and start talking to me. I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta look like I'm talking to the cops on the block.
Yes. So now you part of.
No.
Okay. So wait. Obi,
Yo.
did you snitch?
So they saw like some cameras on the crib, and they like, yo, do these cameras work? Blase, blase, blah. I said, this is not my house, but I can ask the homeowner.
I will talk to the homeowner and I will let you know as soon as I get that answer.
I went inside. I said, the cameras don't work, right? I was like,
Please tell them they don't work. Please say something. Please.
nah, I just pointed. I was like,
Obi was like,
they're like, no, they don't work. I went out and said, yo, guys, the cameras do not work. Leave me alone.
You know what makes me laugh? The question, if you pose that question to me, the cameras don't work, right? The answer is always yes.
I'm like, yo, these cameras don't work, right?
No,
Yo.
no, they don't work.
I'm like, yo, man,
See, that-
don't talk to me, man.
Well, my thing is I've never even really considered calling the cops.
I mean, these are like sheltered kids, and I don't blame them for calling. I advise if you need to call the cops, if you're not a street person and some nigga in your neighborhood flashing a gun at you, and you feel like you need to call the cops, yeah, do.
Call the cops. But what I'm saying is, when we grew up, even if you wasn't a street person, you don't call the cops.
But we also grew up in very dumb times.
Yeah, but that's my point. Is like I was not a street dude.
We grew up in real dumb times.
I could never say I was a street dude, but I knew don't fucking call the cops. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work out for me.
These kids, they get that liberty. They can call the cops.
All right. I get, so you think in 2020 a black kid or any kid that
it wasn't a black kid either.
Oh, well, I mean, well, there you go.
But they're good kids.
To me,
so
like,
I understood when I saw it happen. I said,
nah. You gotta call the cops.
Like you're pretty.
This is why I say
parents take good care of you and shit.
You're a civilian. But what I'm saying is, now that I'm grown up, I realize I too was a civilian, and I never considered calling the fucking cops.
Why did I subscribe to these dumbass ideas?
Well, to be real,
but it still lives on today.
It was a gang life thing, but it was also for me. It was more so the fact that I didn't.
You don't feel comfortable with that.
I felt like every time I talk to the cops, it's like when you try to go to Did you ever consider going to a teacher after school?
Nah.
You know why you didn't do that?
I took my L.
Because you felt like they would have you would have been found. You would have took an L and then been like, well, you know what? Now that we talk about it, and it would have named 6 other shits that you did wrong.
And then I also don't want dad to turn around and be like, yo, you gonna go to the teacher on me?
Exactly.
Nah, just take your L.
So take your L. And I'm saying that's the way the cops is to me. Yeah. It's like the cops. When I grew up, I always felt like if I go to the cops, they're gonna find a reason to put me in jail. Yeah. I'm like, well, now that you're here, you fit a description. Bro, you know what I mean? Like
when they came, I was like, fuck. Yeah. I already knew what it was when I seen them on the block. I was like, they gonna try to talk to me, man.
This nigga Obi walked up like,
I was like, fuck.
You know what's funny? It's the fact that you were right.
Yeah, man.
That says some shit. You know what I mean? That says some shit. Like it's not even your fault. It's like you had every right to believe that.
Yeah,
and then it became a thing.
I didn't support them dudes doing that to them kids, man. Them kids is harmless. Hood niggas, if y'all listen to this, y'all gotta stop doing dumbass shit like that. Like,
well, my thing is,
stop trying to threaten people that are not a threat.
My thing is threaten people that you know that life.
Yeah.
Stop threatening people because even now there's still kids that know not to snitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my thing is, why y'all going to places y'all don't know to threaten? And my thing is, still you're fighting your community. But at the end of the day, you're a piece of shit. You've decided this.
Hey, y'all don't run nothing. Until you pass a fucking bill that affects your block, you don't run anything. They could take you away from that block like they did a million other people.
No, the reason why I want to say you might be wrong is because did they catch Pop Smoke's shooters yet?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah, he's in jail. I saw a video of him mopping the floor the other day.
Oh, yes. I saw that video, too. That was Pop. But my thing was, you see how long it took? Because nobody snitched.
I mean, investigations got to be done, but.
No, they said that there was no people cooperating.
Yeah, but you still gonna get caught.
Like, yeah, you can. But
for the most part.
My thing is you're going to get caught, but I always feel like you may get caught, but it's like that hood logic, that's stupid. It seeps in deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like the more times go, the dumber it also becomes, because people are remaining hood with less of the actual code that goes with the hood.
True. Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
Like, why are you threatening some kid that you know, like, it's not like, bruh, you're gonna get snitched on. Like, you asking to get snitched on right now.
But to speak on that more, the more time goes, the dumber they get. But I feel like the more time goes, the smarter people get too. I feel like both are happening simultaneously. Because I feel like,
of course, in certain ways.
But
I'm
the thing
also
is,
talking about street smart.
No, that's true. But the thing is this: I'm noticing that people are becoming. When people were smart back in the days, it was like you're smart in science, you're smart in math, and you're smart in social studies. You're smart.
And you're also smart streetwise.
Yeah, but there's a lack of consciousness that existed in people that exists now. So I feel like smart people now are more conscious than they ever were.
Willing to snitch. That's how conscious they are.
No, but I mean, no. When I say conscious, I mean like you recognize that if you're conscious and you're hood, you're
Bruh,
probably not gonna be hood anymore.
Yeah,
you're
because
gonna
then
stop
you're
being
making
hood.
too many logical
Yes.
decisions,
You
and you're gonna
cease-
tell on somebody.
That's true. You
No.
cease to be hood. You cease to be hood. That's true. That's true. If
So
you're
it
talking about
just
the street.
goes against what like an actual street person is at.
Yeah, I guess for me, I was talking more so from the perspective of like humans. It's like you're right. Hood niggas are getting dumber, but like smart people getting smarter. And I feel like that's my saving grace when it comes to hope with humanity. Is like I'm gonna be real with you. Trump becoming president really killed the. I was always a pessimist, and you know that. But Trump becoming president really killed the last hope I had in humans. Even the fact that, let's say 70 million people voted for Biden, but 67, 68 million voted for Trump.
72 million.
Voted for Trump? How many people voted for Biden then? Because he clearly won.
The last count I saw was like 70, 76, 75 million.
The fact that it was so close.
It's about like a 4 or 5 million lead.
Yeah, the fact that it was so close and nobody. The fact that it was so close after he did such a poor job, right? It really makes me feel like, yo, humanity is dumber than I ever thought.
I mean, he's also the person that was like narrating everything.
That's fair, but the thing is, it wasn't
I
even
think
like
we're gonna realize like the stupidity of things,
but
more
it-
so
it-
when like
time comes on.
and he's like when we're actually able to cancel him out.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like I was watching when Obama started like campaigning for Biden and like listening to him speak. I'm like, yo, shit sounds different when the person actually has fucking common sense that's telling you like.
Well, my thing is this. When the narrative is being told, when history is being told by the winner, right? He was the winner of the campaign. So that, but at the same time, I remember going, this is the time where it's like, there's other people that I could like George Bush. I remember George Washington.
I was about to say, I don't know
Don't worry
what the
about
fuck
it.
you about to say.
I remember what he was saying. No, I'm fucking. But George Bush, it was like, it was dumb, but it's like it was still.
It was dumb on a like.
On a smart people level.
On a smart level.
On a smart level. Trump was dumb on a dumb level. He was even dumb for dumb people.
There was a lot of shooting.
There was a lot of shooting, a lot of blasting. A lot of blasting. And my thing was, it's like, why is it that he could get this off still today, 2016?
Because people respect money too much. Honestly, I think that's what it is. Niggas respect somebody with $1 too much. That we don't realize a lot of really idiots have dollars.
So do you think that this will show that? Do you think that this will present a argument that we've never seen, where the fact is I think I would like to believe what would be gotten from this is the value of $1 doesn't have anything to do with your character. Because I'm looking at Trump, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I look at him as a destitute human being.
No, but a lot of people also don't give a fuck about his character.
And this is why I go back to, people be like, yo, Reg, why are you a pessimist? Why are you so dark? Why are you so negative? Or they're not dark, but why are you so negative? Whatever. And I always go back to, Trump's in fucking office.
I mean,
what are you talking
but
about?
with that, like, it's very hard to reach your potential with a negative mindset.
I get you. No.
It's super hard to reach your potential.
My potential, I have all positivity for. It's humanity's potential I do not have positivity for. For me, I feel like I'm going to make it big places.
Right.
Fuck what y'all think. I'm going to make it. But my thing is, I look at humanity and I'm like, y'all just
But
not.
even Donald Trump, he believes in his form of positivity too. That's why he'll tell you
Yeah, but
COVID's not that bad.
my thing,
He's gonna scare you about niggas moving into the suburbs, but when it comes to COVID, it ain't that bad. When it comes to people moving to suburbs,
right?
negative.
He's over here like, whoa, we can't have them blacks. But COVID ain't that
It
real.
ain't that bad.
250,000
Stop
people.
scaring the people.
Guys, it's not that real. Y'all dragging it.
Yo.
Like, and that, but that's my thing. It's like, I've never met somebody that's been proven wrong so many different times, in so many different scenarios, in so many different lies, and then everybody still go, I want to vote for him. And it's like, and this is what makes me have like less hope for humans.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm gonna be real with you. I almost didn't vote this election, and because I was like, man, fuck that. I voted last time. This is bullshit. Like, this country, when they put Trump in office, they showed me exactly what they think of me. That's how I feel.
Or they show you when they put Obama in office.
That is possible that I could become great. That they believe that I'm a great man.
So how does one now like totally erase?
Well, because Obama was amazing. There was no fighting. Like, if you fought Obama, on the other hand, right, it would have been like you just hate intelligence and charisma. Like, that's how I saw it. Like, you just hate a black man.
Or his policies.
Fine, but people weren't talking about his policies. We talking about the fact he wore a tan suit. We talking about the fact that he smoked weed.
Not a lot of people talk about it. There's a lot of people that don't buy into.
Yes.
Nigga, there's how many millions
to be
of
real,
America.
and to be real, I would have fought that argument with the policy thing with you if people were backing people's policies. Now, the people that voted for Trump, most of them, his policies do not affect them positively. So clearly they're not voting for his fucking policies. Because his policies, let's be real, Trump's tax...
I'm not trying to be the Trump person, but what I'm saying is I'm not going to just put a blanket umbrella under everybody.
Yes, but
everybody
Trump's
has
policies,
a different reason.
Trump's policies, right? There's nothing Trump has said he's going to do that he's done. Not one. Trump's policies do not back poor people, it backs rich people. And rich people are the 5%. So that means 95% of y'all are fucking dumb if you vote Trump. Like, what are you talking about? So my thing is this: there's too many people. There's too many people are vote. So my thing is, I would have believed your policy argument with Obama, right?
I mean, we're not going into breaking down policies.
I'm just saying, I would have believed your policy, them not voting, or the people that didn't vote for Obama. I would have believed you, right? If when they voted for Trump, it would have been for their policies. But 72 million people voted for Trump. 72 million people are not millionaires. And 72 million people are not even 100,000aires. I think most of them are making well or under $100,000. And what I'm saying to you is...
I could debunk a lot of this, but I don't want to get into this argument about Trump.
I get what you're saying. I'm saying speaking from the tangibles that can actually affect you. Not your beliefs and your values. Fuck your values.
No, I'm talking about actual, like...
So you think they could be affected positively in another way?
No, I don't want to talk about this right now because there's a lot of people. Donald Trump was not. People feel like a lot of politicians, whether you're Democrat, Republican, are bought out by a lot of. Yes, these other people are not rich, but they feel like a lot of them are bought out by a bunch of corporations.
Okay,
and that's what people's issues are. Like, y'all always on the side of corporations.
Okay,
Donald Trump did not fuck with a lot of corporations.
Okay, that's fair.
Hence, they're gonna be like, okay, this guy is not selling me. A lot of these politicians are signs for corporations. They're not just like, oh, you're just person and you're this humble person. This guy's not giving into those corporations. He's not giving them every single thing that they need. This person is. Because you know why? They're funding your campaign. They're not funding his campaign. Go ahead.
What did you do for me? What did you actually do for me? Not what you believe in and not what you talk about, and not what not who you don't fuck with.
But
how do you fuck with me? And that's when I go, you're stupid. Because the reality is, whether he doesn't bang with those companies or not,
but
he
those
also
are
does not bang with you.
But those, if you, I gotta like give you a whole bunch of
because
there's a lot when it comes to like bailouts of things. Who ends up being bailed out in situations? Is it the people or is it the corporation that's ends up?
The corporation.
And exactly with the Donald Trump, people are like, okay, they gave the actual, like when it comes to like the stimulus, he actually gave the people money. If it's somebody that's controlled by a corporation, they might be more inclined to give a bunch of corporations money.
So I'm gonna ask simply. So we're gonna go 4 years, and we're gonna go based off one stimulus check of $1,200 that you got.
I'm giving an example.
I get you. And as an example,
when it comes to war, when it comes to stuff like people wanted their people home. When it comes to he's talking about ending wars, he brought troops. So that
did he bring troops home?
Yes,
I'm asking. I'm asking. I'm not saying I didn't. I don't actually know.
He didn't bring all the troops home. He oversold it.
Okay,
but he did.
Okay.
Obama also brought troops home, and he But I'm just saying, like,
I'm asking simply.
Don't make me the bad guy.
No, I'm not making you the bad guy because
we're the bad guy.
No, we're talking. So it's like we're conversing, and I just want to understand. So it's like I don't want to make you seem like that's what you're doing because I feel like Trump did nothing.
I think you're exactly like a lot of things that may not really, but I'm saying there's people that actually feel like, you know what, that actually relates to me. when it comes to. And there's a lot because I watch a lot of stuff.
And it relates to you. But what I'm saying is, what he says relates to you, but he lies.
No, I'm not talking about the.
Okay, but I'm saying what did he actually do, and even the laws.
They be saying they don't care about what he says. I care about what he says because it actually creates.
It fucks with a lot of things. Yeah, it pushes things. As the president of the United States, everything you say can push something in a direction.
Exactly, and you don't.
Every
want
time he tweeted,
exactly. Like
every time he tweeted, it affected the market.
Fucking tweeting.
Every time he
like,
tweeted, he affected the market. He affected the market. And my thing is, I'm just simply saying that I feel like he didn't do much of what he was saying, and then he didn't say much anyway to begin with. So to me, everyone should kind of. I think this is the worst job that ever, the worst job done that ever existed. This is like the case study on poor presidencies.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like a case study. It's like you can't even make this shit up how bad he did, and people, 72 million people still came out and voted for him, and then you expect me to believe in the fucking human race? Okay, we're gonna kill each other. Listen to me. Trump's presidency showed me the world's gonna end, and you know how it's gonna end? By us. We're going to kill the world.
So Donald Trump, to me, all that he did, we can't really say that, but this pandemic showed why, we got to wrap up in a little bit, but this pandemic showed why you actually need real leadership. America is a country that kind of runs itself. It's not that hard
to run. Very automated, yeah.
Not that hard to run. You could give people tax cuts. You could make people's taxes lower and make their life easy. People could get.
But the basis is set. The basis is set.
But when real challenges come, in the past, how many years? In the past 20 years, we've seen that a crisis happens at least once a decade.
Yes.
So you have to be able to elect people that could manage fucking crises.
Okay.
Okay.
I respect that. I respect that.
You have to hire people, put people in office that can manage crisis.
Yes.
Okay. We had 9/11. You have to have somebody that can manage something like that. We had the 2008 economy crashing. You have to have somebody that can manage.
And when the time came for Corona,
we had COVID, where a real actual challenge came in front. Because Donald Trump, if COVID didn't happen, I do feel like Donald Trump would have won.
And think about this. He came through, he managed, and 72 million people. He fucked up, and 72 million people still voted for him. And that's why I say, I do not believe in humans. You know what I believe in? The people I fuck with. I believe in people. Individual people.
Who believes in humans?
No, but what I'm saying is everybody's looking at me like, everybody's in my life has always told me I'm such a pessimist. And I'm like, guy, I'm a pessimist because the world, like people, humans.
But you don't fuck with the world. You fuck with you.
I don't fuck.
The world. Hold on. Let me talk.
The
world is fucked up, but you also, with speaking, are also putting. I don't deal with the world. I'm not dealing with what's happening.
I deal with people around me
in Zamunda. Okay?
You're right. But what I will say is, in the country I live in, where 72 million people could vote for a man like Trump, when I run into a new person, I'm not gonna look at you kindly first. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to talk to you disrespectfully because I'm just not that type of person. But at the same time, I'm going to count on the fact that you're going to be dumb before you're going to be smart.
I ain't going to count on shit.
That's how I see it.
I'm going to count when your mouth starts to open.
No, when your mouth, listen. What I'm saying to you is, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to be like, more than likely he's dumb. And then when you start talking and you tell me, you show me you're not dumb, I'm like, okay, you're not dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm one of those people. Yeah. I'm not one of those people.
I'm not an assumer of anything. I face what's in front of me.
Evidence.
What is in front of me?
Evidence. Yeah. That's what matters.
I don't assume nothing. I'm not going to assume people are dumb. I'm also not going to assume you're smart. When you start to talk, I'll be like, oh.
No, I test. I test.
On that side.
You know why I test? Because I'm getting older, and every day I get older, I don't got time to be making assumptions and finding out new shit. I look at people, if you look like a hood nigga and you dress like a hood nigga and you're wearing a lot of tats, you got face tats, I'm going to look at you and be like, you're probably not shit, or you're probably a hood nigga, right? I'm going to go with that. Then I'm going to give you the chance to show me different. And if you show me different, I'm like, wow, a man with face tats, it's different, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about people with face tats. Mm-hmm. But 96% of the time, I've been fucking correct. And that's how it works. All right. That's the world, bro. I'm sorry. But either way.
On that note.
Guys, we're wrapping us up. The man's telling us to end this, man. I'm over here trying to fight for him. I'm like, bro, we give me 30 minutes. He over here.
Reggie want to keep dragging.
He got a gun on me. I'm like, yo, bro, don't do this, man.
I keep seeing.
Nah, man.
Yo,
Yeah, all right. Nah, we're these people are great. This podcast is great. Everything about this studio and our setup these days be great. I'm very happy with our situation. And I want to tell everybody thank you for listening. And it's Common Folk.
Subscribe. Smash that like button.
Yo.
Free Lil Weezy.
Fuck out of here. Keep him in jail. R.I.P. King
Yo,
Vaughn.
talk about irony right there.
And all right, help Lil Wayne out.
Yo,
but
talk about irony right there, man. I hope my nigga Trump go help you, Lil.
Good luck to you, sir.
But
it's Common Folk.
We out of here.
And we out. Yo, that dude.